A slow one. The sign behind me lets everyone passing on Interstate 80 know that this plant is back open and under new ownership. But just as bold as that sign is, so too, they say, will be their first product. Making its international debut is a sleek new all-electric pickup truck Endurance, the maiden vehicle of the new Lordstown Motors Corporation. Production will begin in earnest next year, but as a result of advanced sales, sight unseen, the first year of production is already sold. Steve Burns is the man behind the product that will employ around 1,000 next year to start.
They were putting out about over 400,000 cruises a year here when it was GM. We think we can put out about 600,000 of our vehicles because they're much simpler to assemble.
Riding shotgun for the big reveal was Vice President Mike Pence.
Today is a new beginning for Lordstown.
A new beginning that comes 15 months after a bitter ending, the closing of the GM plant that once occupied this space and the loss of thousands of jobs, something we talked about at today's announcement. Should any of those workers, though, feel let down by the loss of their jobs initially?
I think that what hardworking Americans saw under President Donald Trump was not only an economy that was expanding, but wages that were rising all across the country. And while we had a heartbreaking news about General Motors closing this plant in Lordstown, today's announcement represents a new beginning. And as the President announced a year ago, when we got word that Lordstown Motors was going to come here to this plant, we also got word that General Motors was going to be investing hundreds of millions of dollars in 3 other plants right here in the Buckeye State, expanding their footprint, expanding employment.
And Lordstown is up for a $6.3 billion contract with the U.S. Postal Service. I asked the Vice President if maybe they could put their finger on the scale. He said there is a process strictly that they adhere to, and they will stick to that. In Lordstown, Kosich, News 5.